We're known as a railway town. We are a railway town, but there are other things we do as well.
People don't come to live in places for just a place to live. People want things to do. That could be sport, that could be arts, that could be anything.
The importance of culture, to make it sound very grand, you know, it just can't be underestimated.
And I think it opens people's minds to the different possibilities. It helps them expand their knowledge, helps them expand their horizons.
How's it feel to dance though?
I just feel like having fun. It's all a good feeling to just get into the room.
Culture for me is literature, and trying to get her to like to read as well. We bring her to the library a lot.
I come here swimming sometimes and come to do other stuff in the library as well.
Crewe Park is a really nice heritage place.
Since it's been done up, it's so nice. Rather than just being a play area, there's like the open space everywhere. The park is where most people go.
For me, locally, culture is defined by what we do in our spare time. A lot of people still turn out on a Saturday to Crewe Alexandra.
It's a good place to come and catch up with people you don't see week in, week out. It's just a family thing.
For me, the jewel in the crown of Crewe is the Lyceum Theatre.
Go to the Lyceum Theatre if there's something good on. I mean, you've got to go to the theatre.
It's 1911, it's absolutely beautiful inside. It's a very special place, and everybody should be allowed to go and see it.
Crewe's a relatively new town. It's only, 150, 200 years old, but it still has things that define it, particularly the railway.
What could be a magnificent asset for the town. We need more things going on there.
When I came in 2007, it had deteriorated somewhat. The visitor numbers were virtually non-existent. The last 2 years running, I've had the highest turnover in the centre's history. Its future is a lot brighter.
Culture is about buildings, it's about place, but it's also about the people and what they actually produce for the town.
I think one of the most recent developments has been the Lumen Festival at Christmas.
It was taking a tradition that Crewe's had, the light switch on, taking its heritage and where it's come from, but then developing and looking at new and exciting ways that are going to engage more people.
It just felt vibrant again, like, you know, when lots of people come.
And it was surprising to see the volume of people that actually live in Crewe and would come into Crewe if there was an event on.
Chalk It Up and Lumen were two fantastic events. They were two of the most attended events I've ever seen in the town. The nice thing about Chalk It Up is that artists came from all around the world. It brought a gallery to everybody.
And it created a real buzz in the town for the 3 days of that bank holiday. And nothing's ever happened like that since. You know, we have a great space on the square for events. There's talk of the market hall becoming some kind of music venue or restaurant hub. The problem with Crewe is that it's almost three centres. There's Nantwich Road, the retail park, and the town centre here. And it's so disparate and spread, it's lost its identity.
The history's good, but there's not many historical sites left though, have they? They're just built on them.
A lot of history which has been demolished in Crewe, which is obviously part of our identity. And I think as a town going forward, we need to have our identity put back in place.
I think Crewe has lost its identity and people don't know what Crewe's all about anymore.
I used to have a club called the Limelight Club. Used to go along there with my mates, get up right next to the stage, and it was brilliant. But it's gone, disappeared.
When we were kids, the Crewe Carnival was a massive event. The float procession went right through the town centre, and there were fireworks at night, there was a fair. It was a huge event, and that's just dribbled away and dribbled away. And I think Crewe ought to be prouder of the things that it had.
Part of that is remembering its heritage, but also allowing Crewe and its people to define what Crewe is going to be going forward.
The way the town is at the moment really saddens me, but I want to make things happen. I want it to be a vibrant place for the good of the community.
I can definitely see there are people putting a lot of effort in things like Lumen and the festivals. There's like a steampunk festival. There are people really working hard, but it's not supported, is it?
It's hard just to get something new organised and for the people of Crewe to come and support you.
I think looking at the creativity that's in Crewe, because there's a lot of creative people, but there's no platform for creative people.
There's so much talent in the Northwest.
and Crewe that people just don't think is here. Like, there's plenty going on. I just think people don't know that it's happening.
We don't recognise there being many good venues for community events.
We could even have like a more permanent sort of type building almost where events could happen close to the town centre, so if you're like just going for a day out, you can always just pop in and see what's happening.
We need a history centre that tells the full story of Crewe, right up to the present day.
And I think some sort of central hub, but a physical place where people can go and get involved in stuff and actually see stuff that's coming up.
Yeah, I think that would be really good. That's what we all talk about and how we want something like that. But it would be nice if there was events going on for us, definitely.
If there's a lot more free events, either at the park or through the town centres constantly, then people are going to have their eyes open to the arts.
I'm trying to get my daughter to love reading as well, but I would love it if there were things that I could bring her along to that had children's authors and things. It'd be great.
More music places would be nice, because me and my friends love music.
Open mics, music, poetry, whatever, you know, slam events, it's all good stuff.
Friday night was our poetry night in the new cafe in Queen's Park. Queen's Park is such a beautiful space. It's free. You don't need to pay to come into the park.
We have the main exhibition hall. In the week, it stands idle. It could be used for trade fairs, any number of other events.
The Lyceum is a landmark and it is a cultural hub for Cheshire East, not just for Crewe. There are things that are happening. I mean, this year we have opened a second space here at the Lyceum, which is accessible to the local community, and we want to see more community use of it.
Linking together the Heritage Centre with the Christchurch, the Market Hall, the Lyceum, it will form the basis of a major tourist attraction.
We're all trying to achieve the same aim. We should be joining together to make it bigger and better.
Yes, there are challenges at the moment, and they're challenges that affect the whole country actually, but what is really exciting is the pride that local people have in this town.
My town is Crewe. Our town is Crewe.
My 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 town is Crewe, and I want it to be more. I want it to be not just my town, I want it to be, you know, when people say, where are you from? I don't know, Crewe. I want to be able to get up from Crewe. Oh, nice.